Hi there, it's Caroline. This week I decided to do a tree ring pour using some beautiful ocean colours in different blues and greens, nice soothing colours. So this week my canvas is a 12 by 12, a bit bigger. It's a deep edge canvas, and I'm just going to show you here how I'm mixing the paint. And one colour that's beautiful and makes a lovely teal colour is when you mix phthalo blue and phthalo green together with a little bit of white, and you can make it to different shades, depending on how much white you add. So I've just added roughly the same amount of phthalo green to phthalo blue, and then just added some white just to get it to the shade that I want. The medium that I'm using this week is 70% PVA glue and 30% water, so there's no Floetrol and no silicone either, because in a ring pour you're focusing really on the rings that the paint makes and not really on cells. They would, they don't look as good on a ring pour, but if any do appear, then I'm happy with that, whatever. They can maybe look like sea spray. So this is the lovely teal colour made with phthalo blue and phthalo green and some white. And the consistency for a ring pour needs to be a little bit thicker than normal. So you're looking for a small mound that will sit on top and slowly disappear into the paint after a few seconds, because that means that the paint's not going to mix with the other colours, and it's going to hopefully stay in the rings as you pour it. So these are two Arteza pearl colours. There's an Arteza sky blue and sea green, and they're just to have a little bit of sparkle. That one is just ultramarine blue with a little bit of white, and the light green was a Docraft sea spray, but I'll list all the colours in the description. So I'm using a base coat of Rowney Wedgewood blue mixed with a little white, just have as a pillow. Now that wouldn't be as thick as your colours for your pour, because you want the thicker paint to run over the thinner paint. So I've covered the corners and the edges with the thinner paint, just to make sure that they're all covered at this stage. And I'm just layering the colours in the cup, and you really want them to see the layers in the cup. If they're all the same consistency, they should sit in layers. So for this painting I have just done one layer of each colour, but you can do several layers of the colours. Just divide them up and maybe have 3 sets of all your colours in the one cup, and that'll spread the colours out a bit more throughout your ring pour. So when you're pouring, just rotate your hand, just slowly pour it out in sort of a circular fashion. And it's not always, I have found, the way you have layered the colours is the way they're going to come out. Sometimes the last colour that you put in is not the first colour that comes out, because my darkest green is on the edge of the ring pour there. It's a little bit throughout, but you can actually lose colours as well, I've discovered. But at this stage you want to just get rid of any air bubbles. We're not trying to create cells. So just quickly torch it, get rid of those air bubbles. And this is where you want to look at it and sort of decide, are there any bits that you really don't like at all, and are there bits that you really want to keep. So when you're tilting, it's the best practice really just to tilt it into each corner and then back to the center. And then just see where you are, because as you tilt it, you will the layers will spread out, and sometimes some of those colors that you thought were lost will suddenly appear. And sometimes some of the colors that you didn't think were going to turn out a color suddenly, like there's definitely looks like there's a lilac there and quite a greeny color, but I'm happy the way it's turned out. There's obviously a lot more practicing to be done, but that's fine. I hope you enjoyed the pour, and I'll list everything in the description box as normal. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.